It's showtime.
Good morning, everyone. Wake up and talk about a full house today. I think this has been a record for a Thursday anyway. But you know what? It's 67 degrees out there. I'll tell you more about the weather in just a moment. Jamie, are you ready for this crowd? He's eating a corn dog.
I smell corn dogs this morning.
Yeah!
I'm Jamie Cooper. This is Athens to the AM. And it looks like it's blue shirt boys today in here on this show. I cannot believe y'all all wore the same clothing. Senator Tom Butler, soon to be. Jason Black, our buddy over there this morning, wanting to talk about the Japan trip. Did you eat any sushi?
I ate a lot of sushi.
And Freddy, we got Convoy of Hope coming up this weekend. Weather's going to be absolutely picture perfect for that.
And we've been praying for it, and God's going to deliver.
Yes, he
And
is.
a special today, we're going to have for the first time, we've got a rap song going on. We've had this kid booked for a while. It's
Austin
a tribute to
Chambers.
his mom who died several years ago. He's got his own line of clothing. I ain't wearing it, but this
Not
morning,
yet.
but I'm wearing my Roll Tide stuff because the Tide will roll come Saturday night in Baton Rouge. Since I've already kind of licked on this one, I'll keep it over here in case y'all get it.
Thank you.
But first, let's get to the weather.
It's 67 degrees out there. Now, everyone, I want you to keep an eye on the weather today. There is storms moving on in, so you want to keep an eye on that throughout the day. Could be some severe thunderstorms as well as possibly, since it is so warm, and some cold temperatures moving on in. Hopefully, let's just not even say tornado, but just keep an eye on the weather today. High, it's not going to get but 1 degree warmer today, 68 for that high. Tomorrow, everything starts to dry out, 54 for that high. Just in time for a hayride, Jamie. And then Saturday, absolutely picture perfect. 64 for that high. Convoy of Hope knew what they were doing when they lined it up many years ago. I guess you can say November 3rd. I hope to see all of you out there. There it is. Free event. We'll tell you more about that in just a moment.
We'll talk about it. Coach Pugh is in here also this morning. He's
told
got
you
a
it was a
house
full
full
house.
with him. They'll eat all these corn dogs before I get a chance. But the seniors from East Limestone Indians, there they are right there, lined up over in the kitchen this morning. And Dusty just drug in too, so we'll get him to help
There he
with
is
this rap
somewhere.
music in just a little bit. And he'll take off from there. But Jason, how are you, man? We're going to talk more about your trip later. But
Doing fantastic. Normally, if I wake up this early in the morning, I'm going to get a tree stand or a duck blind. But
a little hot.
it was a little tough this morning, but I'm here.
Well, I'm glad to have you up here.
You get
Glad
a
to be
corn
here.
dog. That's about it.
Tom, campaign trails winding down.
I'm glad it is.
You've been campaigning for 2 years for this again.
Year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half. Well, I was close, though, wasn't I? And you held that position for how many years before?
16.
16. They all got with each other this morning, Freddie, and I'm sure you got the call, too. Let's wear a blue shirt up there. That'll look good on TV.
This is my Halloween outfit. I'm coming as a politician.
Uh-oh. You didn't get the memo, did you?
You got on raw color pants.
You don't have any knife wounds.
Exactly.
Coach Skipworth and Joseph over there. Little Paul Feinbaum. Paul's going to be in Huntsville. We may get a chance to talk about that later. He's in Huntsville tonight.
Yeah.
Speaking. I saw he was in New York yesterday. Took
tickets
that great
left, I
call
think.
from Les Miles. That was horrible.
onset dementia.
I'm going to ask we're going to play a miniature version of Judge Jamie in just a little bit, too. Before we do that, let's go to our #1 sports-rated man in all of America. Well, that guy couldn't be here. So Zack's filling in this morning, our sports director right here, brought to you by KFC.
Welcome to ZTV 11 Sports, brought to you by KFC, the best fried chicken in Athens and Limestone County, and also Applebee's Tailgate and Dalton, where we will be at Convoy of Hope this Saturday at Swan Creek Park, so everybody come on out. Good news for Athens Bible School. They'll play for the 1A title in volleyball coming up today, but bad news for East, Lindsay Lane, and Danville. They all came up a little short, so they had a good season, but didn't make it, but congratulations to those girls. Some Thursday night games tonight. Austin will be at Athens, and Decatur will be hosting Sparkman.
I thought East was supposed to play tonight.
They moved it, so
Don't
we
go
will
there,
be heading to
Jamie.
Tanner tomorrow night to play the Tanner Rattlers. You got Faultville and Elkmont, and you got Brewer at Priceville and R.A. Hubbard at East Lawrence. Those are just some of the games around locally. And like I said, Athens, their game will be tonight at Athens against, they're 72 and Austin is 72. Day before yesterday, Maryland said, we're going to keep D.J. Durkin. Well, they decided they got a lot of backlash over it, so they turned around and did what they should have done to begin with, and they fired the guy. So there was a lot of kids walked out of practice yesterday, Jamie. I don't know if you heard that, so that was not too good. LSU transfer Savion Smith will be making his return to Baton Rouge Saturday night as the Crimson Tide will be heading there, and we will finally shut up everybody that's been running their mouth forever saying Alabama hasn't played anybody. Well, we will play somebody. And talking about a local guy, Decatur's Deontay Brown, he started last week and he had lost 70 pounds since he's got to Tuscaloosa, and now he's playing left guard for the Crimson Tide, so that's pretty good, Jamie. That's about all I got. Back to you.
That's it?
That's it for today.
You need to liven him
I
up.
had to move the lift over here. Those blue shirts were blinding me. Hey, Zack,
like
fire me
that.
up on a miniature Judge Jamie this morning. All right, here we go.
Nice
I'm
corn.
waiting. There we go. Coming out with Judge Jamie. Got a few simple questions this morning, guys. Don't get nervous on me, Jason. Brought to you by Zeke. He'll be coming up here before long and tell us all about One Love here.
Yeah, he said that
Can't
4
wait
years
for him
ago.
to walk in, tell us all about it. Jason, you remember how to play over there?
I do.
Yeah. Don't get so fired up on me. This is a wrong answer. Right answer. Today, we're not playing for my guys. Y'all are free to answer questions too. I only have a few questions this morning.
You're giving corn
Today,
dogs.
you're playing to get a corn dog. Cajuns smell like corn dogs, don't they?
Yes, they do.
All right. Paul Feinbaum is speaking tonight. There's a huge article on him in AL.com. He tells a story, and Greg, you probably heard this. He said he was at game day the other day, and the guy that was in Caddyshack, Bill Murray, comes up and says, "Hey, Paul, how you doing?" And Paul says, "Man," I puffed up and said, "Man, Bill Murray knows who I am." Did you hear that story? Then Wojciechowski, the ESPN said, "Well, Paul, he went to college with Paul." He said, he was sitting in the bus. He saw your name up on the screen. Yeah, he wants to show you. Paul talks about that whole big article here, bigger than the one they wrote on me. And it says, what was the size of his first radio studio? Now he's worldwide, you know.
3
Probably
seats.
60 square feet.
What do you compare it to?
A broom closet?
No.
Phone booth.
Bathroom.
Dusty got it. Porta potty, basically.
Porta-potty.
A porta potty. How long is the delay, Jason, if you call in to Paul Feinbaum and use a bad word? Guys, y'all know? What's
7
the
seconds.
7 seconds. That's the right answer. All right, I'll give y'all that one. Oh, here we go. What famous rock group is doing their final
Kiss. Coach
farewell
Pugh can't
tour?
wait.
And the
That's his
last
favorite
one
group.
is going to be in Birmingham.
Coach
Have
Pugh
you?
will
They
be
come on
there.
sale today, don't they?
$150.
Well, some of them go for $1,200.
I've seen them 5 times.
All right, what is the
You've seen them
newest
5
thing?
times?
5 times.
Really?
I interviewed Gene Simmons. Top that, big dog.
Well, I can't.
In 1981,
Jamie lost the contest,
we
though.
measured tongues at the Von Braun Civic Center.
Jamie didn't win. They measured tongues.
I was close.
You measure hair.
Wait a minute. Does that answer my question you had for me?
Probably does. Probably answers that question.
What is the newest thing starting Tuesday at all Walmarts in the country?
I'll check out yourself.
I don't know why they don't have a post office.
Self-greeters.
That's a good one, Jason. But wrong answer, no all. They're having a thing at Walmart's now. When you go into Walmart, you go down to any aisle. Now you can just skip the cash register and use your credit card. You can skip everything and go to the toy section or whatever and get what you want and flip out your phone and pay for it like that, right there on the spot.
Well, how do you have a receipt and walk out?
They give you a receipt. They got people around that area that'll come up and assist you.
So they're going to need more people at the door to make sure
All
people
right.
have a receipt.
Now let's get down to the real
Wow.
questions about corn dogs. Cajuns are known to smell like corn dogs, according to the University of Alabama. Is that right, Zack?
That's true.
Is that right, Jeff Pugh, coach?
I'm gonna let Zack speak for himself.
I'll just say when you go to Tuscaloosa and
He's
LSU are
scared.
playing, there's corn dogs everywhere.
He's getting scared.
It's hot dog on a stick. Everybody knows that, right?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
They're still good.
When was the corn dog, guys, first invented?
1897.
1945.
1899.
So,
Tom, almost the year you was born, 1927. The Texas State Fair is only open for 24 days every year. How many corn dogs do they sell in that 24 days?
240,000.
500,000.
Million.
More than
Zack
that.
got 630,000 corn dogs.
Wow.
How many calories are in this right here, meat on a stick?
400,000.
350.
400.
Actually, they're
300.
pretty healthy.
200.
I don't know if healthy is the right word.
225.
Like a Snicker bar. That's the same as
What
Snicker
is-
bar.
What is the world record for eating corn dogs in 8 minutes? Guys, we're going to try to set this world record in just a
What
minute.
is it, Zach?
86.
I don't know, Coach.
No,
It's you.
25.
32 corn dogs in 8 minutes.
32 corn.
Won by a guy from Tanner. All right,
Won a lot of
last
things.
question.
Go Rattlers.
Who sells, what brand sells, Zach, are you on the phone?
No, I'm not.
What brand sells breakfast corn dogs?
Jimmy Dean.
Jimmy Dean is the right answer. How'd you know that?
I like to eat.
That is the right answer. All right. Well, I've got everybody in, and right before we go to the break, we come back with our special guest here singing and doing his first ever rap this live in the morning at 6 a.m. I need some predictions, and we'll get it again from you guys in a moment. But what is your prediction on the Alabama LSU game, Coach Skipworth?
45-14.
45-14. You a Bama fan, Jason?
I'm a preacher in this community.
You won't be for long if you don't pick the right answer.
that question.
Bama by 3 touchdowns.
I said Bama by 30. Guys, we'll get y'all's prediction again later. Jason, y'all Auburn fan, so y'all don't
Well, I'm
count.
still going to say 41-21 Alabama.
All right, good deal.
That's coming from
Let's
an
go
Auburn
to
guy.
someone who's not afraid to answer that question.
Yeah. Tim Anderson ain't with
I'm
us.
not afraid. 28-10.
Is that all
We gonna, come on,
Order?
Doug.
Conservative.
Dutch,
He's
Twenty-eight.
conservative.
He's been real conservative.
No, let's have some LSU guys at church or
Just gonna
something.
give us a game. I told you.
And if Tim Anderson was up here this morning, he'd be all out, man. He'd be all out.
It would be
Yeah.
40 to nothing,
That's what I
probably.
believe. That's some big defense is going to show up.
I don't know.
Both
We're
of
gonna talk about Convoy of Hope in just a little bit too. Coming up, got a special guest. Freddy brought up here with that, so we'll talk to him a little
Yeah,
bit. And
head
Dusty,
guy.
we're all involved in that. We'll be there too. Coming up Saturday morning, and we'll talk with
Jason.
Tom about the campaign and Jason about his trip to Japan and about how many people we're gonna be hiring to work out at Toyota that ain't exactly working at the plant.
It's going to be a whole bunch. They're expecting somewhere in this area about 7,000 jobs. So,
Additional.
well, that's the front running
Total.
figure right now.
So if we
depending
get-
on how many other companies come
So
in, tier 1,
basically,
tier
since
2,
that's in your district,
Yep.
if we got you an application,
I could make sure I kept it in the back floorboard of my truck until.
now how many people you think are going to hit you up for a job?
Oh, there's already been plenty. There's already been a lot, and I have absolutely nothing to do with the hiring. I just help get them here.
They did a good job at that too.
Well,
Very
I don't
good.
know. I just happen to be standing at the right place at the right time. A lot of people take credit for stuff like that, but I'm just going to say we're just kind of lucky.
Well,
to
I'm
have
taking a little bit of credit for that too.
That's good.
I mentioned it a whole
You're
lot.
about the only one who has
What's
it.
the deal on the fish?
The fish is still there. Fish is going to be there. They're going to take care of it. One thing I learned in Japan is they love their carp and their koi, and they take care of them. So maybe they're going to do the same thing with the pygmy perch.
That's a good answer. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll prepare for some music. Y'all hang on. Dusty, you remember Coach Pugh? Just want to make sure. All right, y'all, welcome back here on the show. Making his premiere appearance this morning. You've never rapped at 6 o'clock in the morning, have you?
No, sir.
If you did, you ain't been to bed, right?
No,
Austin in here this morning. Austin Chambers, right?
Yes, sir.
Austin, you're what, 17?
17.
17 years old. You don't look like the typical rapper, you know.
I'm not.
Now, you have your own music and all that kind of stuff.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about this song we're about to hear.
It's I made it for people that look to music for help, and you know, I was going through a real mental struggle whenever I wrote it, and I didn't think it would be as big as it is and wouldn't help as many people as it does, but you know, I put it out there and just, I've had people tell me left and right, like, man, this song really touched me. I've had people cry after listening to it. Like, it's just a...
Now, why did you write it?
I wrote it because, like I said, I just wanted to, you know, give people help. I wanted to help. That's what I'm for, you know. Just spread a positive message, help people through music, because I feel like that's what I'm best at. I pretty much suck at everything else. So music, that's what I'm best
Now,
at.
what's this got to do with your mother?
My mother used to always write poems, and you know, I thought they were awesome. And then I started listening to rap, and then I just thought, like, rap music is basically just poems made out into a story and has a flow and a beat. So I was like, I'm gonna just write my own. And then I would make songs on the low, not telling anybody. And then after she died, she really wanted me to be a rapper or like a musical
And
artist.
she passed away when?
July 6, 2014.
Okay.
And
So your mom wanted you to be a rapper.
a musical artist of all sorts, any sort. So I just started doing it after she passed away.
Now, do you have a music label?
Well, I mean, I consider it a label because I'm not really looking to sign with anybody. I want to be independent. And it's called CLSM. It's called Care Less, Small More. And have a clothing.
All right, speaking of your clothing, let's bring my male model in. Now, this is Jesse, right? Stay positive. Now, this is one of your...
Yeah, that's
clothes.
one of the shirts.
That's one of the shirts. Now, he's got something on the back. Man, that is a professional. Man, he'll be on the runway before long. I mean, look at that. You just look like another Kardashian, you know? You've done a great job, great job. Do you sing on this and dance too? I mean, are you up here for that, or what's that garment feel like? I mean, describe it to me.
It's really soft, it's comfortable, breathable, and it's not going to weigh you down.
I got you. All right. Breathable. All right, breathable. I like that. So where can people get all this stuff?
It's on SoundCloud. You just look up Chambers, except for, like, I put a twist on it. At the end, instead of an S, it's a Z.
Okay.
You know, typical rapper stuff. I had to, because, yeah, just
Now,
Chambers was
do you
too-
practice a lot?
All the time, man. I'm all the time
Now,
rapping.
you got
myself.
more than this one song?
Oh, yeah, I got a lot. I have a lot. I have over 300 unreleased songs. And, like, on my SoundCloud, I have, like, 34.
SoundCloud. I got to get me one of them.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
So you
man.
rap all the time, huh?
All the time. All the time.
How do you, what's the key to rapping?
Man, you just gotta have good flow, good words, good rhythm, make everything.
That's
match.
me all over.
It took me a minute to master, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, give me a minute and I'll tell you what I can do. Are we ready to hear this? Now, what's the name of this?
It's called Hard Times.
All right, you ready?
Yes, sir, I'm ready.
Are we ready there, model boy? All right, hit it. First time ever.
Telling beats.
It's like I feel nothing at all. Yeah, I'm numb to it all. Won't even care whenever I take my fall. Feeling lonely, got no one to call. Started small, but it's getting larger. For myself, I need a charger. Get me boosted up, feeling tough. Right now, I'm feeling rough. Too much stuff on this mind of mine. Feeling lost in time. I grab the 9, put it to my brain, saying, please just take the pain away. Take me today. I don't want to stay. I don't care if they care or not. No, I'm being selfish, but I'm helpless. I don't know who else to tell this. All my life, it's been being jealous. I'm underrated in this rap game. It's so fake, it's so changed. Willing to exchange my soul for fame. I'm so desperate for $1. I'm giving up on tomorrow. Depression turning me to a monster. Struggling with this hard life. Struggling going through these
Hard times, gonna make you wonder why you even try. Hard times, gonna take you down in life when you cry these lies. And I still don't know how I even survived. Hard times, and I gotta get to rock bottom.
voices in my head, crying myself to sleep. Don't even know how I got this deep. I need relief, I never believe I'll achieve. It's something to never succeed. It's something waking up and not even wanting to proceed. Or even eat. I wrote her to relieve stress. Lines say I'm good, but really I'm in a mess. Life is putting me through the ultimate test. So much weight up on my chest. Look at the way I dress. Never knew what more is, only thing I know is less. Never convinced myself when looking in the mirror saying I was the best. Nothing like the rest. Smile up on the people's faces. I wonder what that's like. Distant loved ones, so I wonder what's family night. My people don't love me right. Fake friends only round me, just hoping I blow so they can eat off me and stay afloat. I send a link and they the ones to not even repost.
Hard times, gonna make you
listen to the depressed kids. You are not alone. To the poor kids, you are not alone. I am here with you. Have fear, then I have fear with you. Shed a tear, I shed tears with you. It took me a minute, but I finally changed my life. Got my mind right, distance myself from the fake, and I'm headed towards the light. I'm really blessed, I can't complain about a single thing. Cause this road of pain is leading me to achieve dreams. Figured I would ignore fame, but be recognized in this game. Try to do good things and make a change. Be a helping hand. Hopefully things go as planned. Hopefully I'll blow up with all of my real friends. My name got no end. Nothing but positivity sent to all the people struggling in life to get by. In the end, we gon' say we made it through them
hard times. Gonna make you wonder why you even try. Hard times. Gonna take you down in life when you cry. These lies, and I still don't know how I even survive. Hard times. Hard times. And I gotta get to rock bottom.
Good morning. We are back. Let's quickly go over the forecast. 67 degrees out there this morning. Things are not going to change much as far as the temperature. 68 for that high today. Keep an eye on the weather. There are some severe storms on their way into the area today. So that should start around 8, 9 o'clock this morning and then dries out on Friday. High of only 54. And then Saturday, absolutely beautiful for Convoy of Hope. 64 degrees. We'll see you there and we'll talk about that in just a few minutes.
I am the amazing Swami from worlds unknown.
Brought to you by All Star Plumbers and How Medical O&P.
You know, we wanted to keep that musical thing going, that rap thing, so you brought a whole group up here to sing for us today.
I can rap all right.
Yeah, there they are. Okay, guys, what do y'all want to hit? What do y'all want to do?
Come on up to the mic, the one waving.
What do y'all want
Who
to
wants
rap
to be
on this
seen?
morning?
Come on.
I'll be over there in a minute and talk to each and every one of y'all. Y'all want a corn dog? Yeah, got some.
He wrapped that jersey around him.
All right, Coach P, you brought your seniors up here. Congratulations on a great season, Jeff.
I appreciate it. They got a lot to do with that. That's 12 good seniors right there.
Now, how long have most of these guys been with you?
Longer than they wanted to.
Good answer.
That mic's on, boys, so
That
be
mic's
careful.
on too, guys.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah,
Be
try not to cut one over there. We'll hear. And y'all didn't mind sitting up here with the legendary Jason Black, did you?
Oh, that legendary is debatable.
He asked me, he said, was Clint Legg going to be there? And I said, yeah, he certainly is. So.
Not at all.
All right, now you got Tanner's supposed to be tonight, but it's Friday night.
Right.
And then you open with Boaz next week at East.
It's at East Limestone.
Yeah, so describe the season for us so far.
Well, you know, we started off, it's been up and down. We started off good, and then we had some lumps in the middle there where we didn't play very well. And but they've responded well, and hopefully we're picking at the right time. We're playing hard.
So you're pleased?
No, I'm not going to say that, but because we want to go farther. You know, this group right here has got a chance to advance in the playoffs. That, you know, it's a every week thing. Who's ready plays good wins. So hopefully it'll be these guys right here because they deserve it. They've worked hard.
All right. Clint, what you got to say about this year's ball team and everything going on?
Those guys over there, like Coach P said, they're hardworking guys. They care about each other, hang out with each other for the most part. Some of them's hard to deal with, but you know what I'm saying.
So no real disciplinary problems being an
Never.
athletic director out there.
Never.
You don't have to deal with those.
Never with those guys.
Yeah, so that good, huh?
Back
All right, I've got Mr. Black up here. We're going to talk to him a little bit about his trip to Japan. You know, he's a world traveler. And being the commissioner of the largest district by far, how many miles are in Limestone County, Jason?
Good gracious, I don't know, somewhere around 1,500.
That'd be a wrong answer.
Yeah.
About half of that, 600 or something.
Oh, okay.
See,
Well,
Sheriff
no,
Blake-
there's no way. I got 260
Well, you got the
something in
majority.
mine.
You got the biggest
Sheriff
load.
Blakely was up here the other day. He was talking all about this kind of stuff.
Well, he's you know, he forgets stuff sometimes. So.
This was one of the questions. When he first took office in 1983, who was the governor of Alabama?
George Wallace.
That is a good answer. You are that is right. That made up for not knowing the mileage.
That's good.
You got 200 something miles, so you got by far the biggest. How do you cover that?
Well,
much
as
area?
far as miles go, District 4's probably got more miles in it than any other, but mine, as far as area coverage, so it goes on population. So you can have many more parts of an area, but he's got, you know, probably more road mileage.
Now, don't you have to deal with Madison and Huntsville?
I do, and Decatur,
And
Morris,
Decatur, and
and
Morris.
Athens. So,
And
you know,
Athens.
dealing with Ronnie Marks is difficult enough, but I got 3 other mayors that I deal with too, so.
What's the biggest thing that you have to deal with being a district commissioner over that many different municipalities?
Having
Municipalities.
enough to get done what really needs to be done. That's it. I mean, everybody says you spend what you get, and that's correct, but you got to save it for a rainy day. You know, today I could go pave a road and that might need it and might not need it, but tomorrow we may have a storm come through and I may need $100,000 that I just put on the road. So you got to plan for a day like today when you think you're going to have bad weather, because you may have overtime, you may have equipment failures, you may have anything.
All right, let's talk about jobs, because a lot of the seniors are in this area, and Tom Butler knows this well too. He's pushing all this. With Toyota coming in, you're talking about tier 1 and tier 2 businesses coming in. What type of businesses are we talking about?
Well, what you're talking about is the suppliers that supply actually to the Mazda Toyota plant. It's Mazda Toyota now, not Toyota Mazda. They changed that around a few months ago, so I was able to meet with both groups.
You made
they
the
let
change?
me know that I did not make the change. No, I did not. I was only told to make sure I spoke
It's Mazda
the
Toyota.
change. Yes, Mazda Toyota. But the tier 1, tier 2, they're suppliers for the new plant. What you have to look at is anywhere within a 50 to 75 mile radius, a lot of times is where they set up. So, I mean, this is going to bring jobs to Giles County, Tennessee, to Lauderdale County, to Jackson County, to Lawrence County, because all these different businesses are going to set up in those areas too. They're not just coming to set up right next door because they don't want them right next door, because you compete for the same employees.
Any property available out there anymore?
There's lots of property available out there, and it's bringing very, very nice dollars
Yeah, I
right
heard
now
that.
too.
I heard that. Well, how was Japan? What did you learn about over there?
Japan was awesome. The one thing we went over to do, of course, is to, you know, greet Mazda and Toyota and tell them thank you for coming over here. It was a fantastic trip, the cleanest place I've ever been, the most cordial people I've ever been around away from home. It was really a nice trip. I got to go with Mayor Tommy Battle,
Mayor Finley, I see him.
Paul Finley. I got to go with Paul Finley from Madison, and Dale Strong from Madison County Chairman. That picture you're seeing right there, that was at the Mazda dinner, and that's the head of Mazda, and then that's the president that's going to be there of Mazda in the middle, and this to my left, where the lady's standing right there, he's the president of Toyota Motors in North Huntsville. So he's already been here. His
Are
name's
all them
David
moving over
Fernandez.
here?
There's going to be a lot more of them.
Reckon
moving over
any
here.
of them looking for a big house?
Oh, they'll all be looking for a big house. But you know what they have? They don't need the square footage that we need. The way those people live over there is the smaller the better. They're so efficient.
Well, I mean, I can move more than one family.
Yeah, you can move probably 3 families actually inside that house. But it's the pool house is more of the size of the people over there that have, because they don't believe in wasting any money on anything other than what they just need.
Believer in that.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of like me. I hate money. I try to get rid of it as fast as I can personally.
And I do a good job of
Yep,
it.
yep.
Good job of it.
Yep.
All right, Jason, thanks for coming up. I know
Thank
you've got
you.
a relationship with these guys here. If you're from that area over there where he is. So.
Yeah, well, Clint and I graduated together, and Mr. Pugh here, we've known each other a long time. He's a
y'all
very
grew up
nice
together.
gentleman. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a nice guy.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever have a conversation with Jason Blacker, if you have not, you need to. You will be amazed at how many people he does know.
Well, Clint here, I actually recruited Clint when we were seniors in high school. I called and acted like I was a head football coach from Ole Miss. And his dad
Every
answered
night.
His dad answered
Every
the
night.
phone. He said, "Hey, Clint, this is Ole Miss on the phone. And I had him for a little while.
Not Spencer.
No, it was his dad, Bill.
Yeah.
He got a little upset about that. I can't even remember the coach's name. It was at Ole Miss then.
He actually believed that was you, Bill, dude?
Oh, I disguised my voice pretty good. I could do it when I was 15 as well as I can now.
Well, we don't get talking about your dad. We'll be here all morning.
Yes, we will.
Loves
Clint, prediction, Alabama game Saturday night.
38-14 Alabama.
You already given yours, haven't you?
No.
42 to 10.
42 to 10. Well, while y'all talking about that, we got that picture. Let me go over here and let's meet some of these future
Oh, now they're getting nervous. They're getting nervous. Look at
Right now,
They are getting nervous.
They're all backing
One
up.
of
They
them's
were up
actually
there.
going
let's see what everybody's got going on. Let me start
really?
over here. I sure could use that brace. What's your name?
David Burrows.
What's it like having Coach over there? Is it a hard time?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, really? And you are?
Teron Layton.
Come back here. I can't hear you.
Teron Layton.
All right. He's got them braces on his teeth. That's not a grill, is it? You didn't think I knew what that was, did you? Uh-huh. And you are?
Josh Atkinson.
Get out here where I can hear you.
Josh Atkinson.
Them two dudes over there pretty good.
Yeah.
What about Coach Green?
He's cool. CJ Yarbrough.
TJ, anything you like to add to this?
No, sir.
All right. Get him up here.
Andrew Paris.
Can we see him? Here, go again.
Andrew Paris.
What do you want to say about your coaches?
Love you, Coach.
And?
I'm Zack Cosby.
And Coach Green, is he over you? Tell you what to do out there on practice and everything?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Jeremiah Thomas.
Jeremiah. Yeah, all right. Anything else you want to say?
What's up, Coach?
All right. You are?
Ashton Lockett.
Now, which one of y'all's the singer? You?
Nah, I'm not the singer. I'm not
you?
right.
All right. No, number one.
Lucas Terry.
What do you want to say?
Thanks, Coach, for everything you've done, and I love you, Coach.
Yeah. All right, number 67.
Zack Pauls.
Zack, what's your problem?
No.
Get up here.
Colby Gray.
Now, how long you been knowing Coach Pugh?
For about 4 years.
4 years. That's it?
That's
So you ready to graduate and get out of here?
No, sir.
All right. You can always fail a grade. And you are?
Chris Hernandez.
Chris? He's taking y'all to breakfast, right?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
y'all get out of school today, too, don't you?
For a little bit, I think.
I think it was. I thought athletic director Clint Legg told me it was all day if you came up and did the show this morning.
Yeah, I think he said
Yeah,
that
I think
too.
he said that too. Yeah, y'all tell us that. All right, guys, good luck. Thanks for a great season and roll tide. All right, we'll take a break. Be right back. Y'all hang on. And now, back on the program, we're going to talk about Convoy of Hope in just a little bit. Dusty, we'll start with you, then we'll talk about Freddy and Jason and the other guy that's over
Jason.
Convoy of Hope. Jason, too. Everybody's named Jason in here this morning,
That's
except for the three of y'all. But first, let's start with Tom over. Tom, the campaign trail is winding down. Congratulations.
Just a few more days, about 5, I think. Not that anybody's counting, but
5, I think, Tom. Yeah.
That would be right.
How many hours a day you go on this?
well, with the exception today when I got up at 4:30.
Thank you.
I usually get up at 6 and go to bed about 11:30 at night. So,
11:30 at night. Man, I done had a half a night's sleep.
Jamie's hibernating by that time.
Well, I'm getting up too. I got a
He
Tim
has to get 8 or 9 hours of sleep.
Good
Or
night.
he cannot, I cannot live with him.
Sometimes 10. You think,
Yeah.
Tom,
My
you see
word.
how I operate this, but you think you can just come in here, anybody just come in here and do an excellent job like this right here? It's like preaching on Sunday, man. He don't work one day a week. I
That's
got
right,
to at
man.
least do 2 days.
1 hour,
Yeah, that's right.
not 1 day.
well, I don't speak ill of the preachers or the hosts.
Yeah.
So,
That's
All
right.
right, Tom, what you got planned from now to the election?
we'll put in many hours. We've got a lot of media going, have to monitor that. Facebook page, LinkedIn, website, events, a lot of events going on, and we'll be out meeting with people, particularly at breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Ain't you already met everybody in your district, in your area?
I don't know. Some of them you got to convince, you know, and some of them are like me. They like to eat a lot. You know, I may stop at the Chevron station on the way,
Well, you said
on
that
the way
last
back.
time. You said that last week when you was up here.
I was there.
Hey, they got good fried
Hit the
bologna.
word, didn't you?
Yeah.
They got good fried. What's the message that you try to constantly get out to voters?
Well, one, there's a third of the Senate leaving. That's a lot of institutional knowledge, understanding how to get things done and how to make it happen.
And that's giving them a lot of credit.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to criticize anybody right now. So I've got the experience, the knowledge. I love the work I do. I've always told you, if you find something you love doing, you'll be good at it. And I like this. I like helping people. We're blessed with one of the fastest growing areas anywhere in the whole United States. And I look forward to trying to contribute to that, to helping organizations, communities do the best they can to serve their people. And one of the things that actually one of my pastors years ago said that the best way to lead people is to serve them. And that's what I try to do, and I just love the work.
Well, you are a master at it.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
would.
we've known you ever since
We
we've
would.
been here, and you are the ultimate campaigner. And good luck in that, and you got our vote, and I'm sure everybody else in here.
I've
so.
never heard
Thank
you
you.
complain about anything while you're doing it, too.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And you've
enjoyed
been
it.
everywhere.
Try to.
Yeah, and you put up more signs than anybody.
Well, you got to get your message out. That's one way to do it.
Anyway, Joseph, what's happening in car shows?
We got a cruise in tomorrow night in Rogersville. I think it's the last one of the season. Downtown Rogersville, just down near the Honeysuckle Cafe. Go by and see Beverly. Then we've got a Rods and Wheels cruise in. I'm not familiar with this one, but it's at Ditto Landing, and they've really been promoting it. So 10 to 2, that one's supposed to be, you know, it's South Huntsville. So get down and check that one out. And then a bunch of us are headed up to Nashville. It's actually Franklin. They call it the Nashville Cars and Coffee, but it's there near McDonald's, and it's in the AMC Cinemas parking lot. Probably between 300 and 400 vehicles there.
Really?
And being the first one of the month, there's always the exotics. So there's a lot of Porsches, Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Bentleys. I mean, if you can think of it, it's there, including the classic muscle cars and rat rods and stuff.
Wow.
But it's neat to be able to walk up and see a $100,000 Maserati, and then 2 cars down from it's a 57 Chevy, and 2 cars down from that is a souped up Mustang. I mean, you know, it's pretty cool to be able to
Well,
go.
them 57 Chevys ain't cheap,
No, they're not.
especially those convertibles.
I
I
mean,
know a buddy that's got one.
Yeah,
You know how much it is?
a
About
ratty one.
75,000.
Yeah, a ratty one is 40, 50,000.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so a bunch of us will be heading up. Meet us at Publix about 6:15 Saturday morning if you want to go to that.
Well,
so.
a lot of us won't be able to make it because
I
we'll be
know.
working at the Convoy of
That's a
Hope.
great
Exactly
thing.
We'll talk about that a lot in a minute. But how is Lindsay Lane involved in that, Dusty?
Well, we're involved with a lot of other churches. It's a community event, and it's just going to be an awesome opportunity for our city, our community, to really minister to people and just help people. You know, that's the neat thing about it. You know, we just get to serve others. And that's what the churches are about.
But now, this is also a very big week at our church.
It is. This is our GIC Week, Global Impact Celebration. We have all of our missionaries in this week, and our international missionaries. They were here yesterday. Got to meet a lot of them yesterday, and the rest of them be coming in today and tomorrow. And then Sunday is a great celebration day for our church to meet all of our missionaries, interact with them. This week we have host homes that are hosting all of our missionaries. So it's just a great time of bonding and connecting with our missionaries, putting the faces to the names. And it's just a great opportunity. And they're going to be participating in the Convoy of Hope as well. So they're looking for, I was explaining yesterday what it was all about, and they just couldn't believe it, that the whole city is going to be involved in that. So it's just going to be a great opportunity for our community and our city to really show the love of Christ. And people are going to be amazed that they're going to want to give you things, money. We've done Love Loud projects like this, and people want to give you, why are you doing this?
It's
You know,
free.
and so we tell them it's the love of Christ. We're just showing the love of Jesus. And so it's really, really a neat thing. And I appreciate Convoy of Hope and Jason heading that up and getting it in here.
We're going to talk to them in just a moment. Again, Tom, good luck, man. You got our vote coming up on Tuesday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Urge everybody to go out and vote November 6th, Tuesday.
All right, Tuesday, we'll come back and talk Convoy of Hope. Y'all hang on.
Miss Sarah, your campaign manager.
me hear that background noise from my pastor in the background. You don't hear
Hey,
me
camera
talking on the
guy.
front row during service on Sunday, do you? Uh-huh. All right, let's talk here. Jason, Freddy, this man in the middle, introduce him for me.
This is Mr. Jason Bachman, and he is representing Convoy of Hope National Organization that has assisted us and helping us with all the planning. And he's here this week to help us to make sure the event goes smoothly. He's a great man, and we appreciate him so much.
Now, are you the one driving the tractor-trailer truck?
No. Actually, my dad is driving that. He does. He actually drives a little bit for some of my events, and we fly in and we do our meetings, but our truck drivers really make this whole thing work because they're bringing all the product.
Before you tell us all about it, Jason, tell us about how long you worked on this to get this here in Athens, Limestone County.
Yeah, ALMA, which is the Athens Limestone Ministerial Alliance, we worked for about 2 years. When we started the first conversation, and I think Jason came here about a year and a half ago or something like that. We started making conversation with him, and he sent a video down. We had a couple meetings, and then about a year ago he actually came to Athens, and we started the official planning process. So this has been the works for about 2 years as we had the conversation with all the area churches, and then with the initial contact a year and a half, then about a year. So
all right.
A long time.
Jason, Convoy of Hope. Now, do you guys only do one of these per weekend, or you got Convoy of Hopes everywhere?
Well, we usually do about 20 to 25 of these events a year.
Okay.
And then we have other smaller events, and so that from a national perspective, I mean, if we did it every week, we'd probably need about 20 directors, just because of capacity.
I know, and we're going to give away a lot of free stuff. We'll talk about the event. Where does all that stuff come from, and who pays for all that?
Yeah, we have a team in our warehouse, obviously, that's going to be purchasing some supplies and purchasing food, but a lot of the local money is raised locally, so they're going to be bringing in the truck, and we got shoes that we purchase. We have a couple of national partners that we bring product in as well. So it's a collaborative effort. I mean, we've got a lot of churches and businesses here that are investing into this event, and then on the national scale, we've got partners ranging from churches and businesses as well.
How long has Convoy of Hope been in business?
Yeah, we'll be 25 years old next year. Yeah, we started in 1994, and our president and his brothers started with a pickup truck full of groceries in the Oakland community, and they just gave away groceries, and from there it's just grown to community events and international children's feeding, disaster response, and so forth.
Now, to get those free groceries and free shoes, I mean, you just literally show up, no ID is required.
Right, that's correct.
You don't have to fill out any paperwork.
Yep, it's a Grace event. Come, and a lot of times we're trying to reach anybody that might be struggling. So it's not just the most deepest poverty. It's working poor. It's people who are like, hey, it's tough to make ends meet every month. So this is for everybody that could use that help.
Someone that knew a family, a large family, and they're never going to be able to afford getting their family portraits, and they're going to be coming to Convoy of Hope to get that. So
all right, Freddie, what time, where, and who is this available to?
This is available to anyone. It'll be this Saturday, November the 3rd, beginning at 10 a.m. at Swan Creek Park in Athens, Alabama, which is the park just south of the old high school where the middle school is. So anybody that's in need of these services, we want them to show up, and we'd be happy to love on them, provide these services. It's the way that we envision this to strengthen unity within our community and to get people plugged into some of the local services also that are available that they may not be able. And it's more than just the one-day event. We want it to be, as Jason said, it's not a moment, it's a movement. So we want this to inspire other people in other communities to get out and help their neighbors.
All right, while we were at Lindsay Lane this week talking to Eric Pugh, one of our pastors there, about the deal Sunday, he's working this. The last tent I think people go through is a prayer tent, or how's that work?
It's called the Connections Tent, and basically it's for people who would like to receive prayer. There's certainly no prerequisite for people to receive their groceries. If they just want to go get their groceries, that's perfectly fine. But in our history, we've found about 70% of our guests really would like to talk with somebody and connect with somebody. And
did you say 70%?
Yeah. On average per event, when they come through there, they'll just say, hey, I'm open to talking with somebody and praying with somebody. And sometimes it's little things, sometimes it's pretty big things, but we got people there available to pray with them.
Awesome.
A lot of hope.
What else do we need to know about Convoy of Hope, Mr. Parnell?
Yeah, I think the thing that I want people to know is it's the churches that have come together. It's the community that's come together to do this. Part of Alma's slogan is to promote Christian unity, community, and fellowship. And it really is a faith community showing unity to our community. And so I want people to understand that. I encourage them to show up early. There's been a lot of people put a lot of hours in this. We have over 500 volunteers registered online.
Great.
So we're probably...
Well, I don't know if it's enough or not.
We'll be all right.
Yeah, I think
we will.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably close to 700 people that show up to volunteer.
Yeah.
Awesome. So it's a show of love.
What, 3,000?
3,000 to 5,000 guests of
5,000?
honor is kind of what we're expecting. That's based on, Freddie over here has been hard at work putting out flyers and stuff. And
that's the key.
And
that's
we delivered about 35,000 flyers, and they show about 10%.
My question is, who's going to open up these gates?
Voila, they're open.
The door is open. Anything else as we close here?
No, just invite everyone to come out, and if you know someone in need of these services, reach out to them and make sure they know about it. If they don't have a way there, bring them. Let's get out and show the love of Christ to them.
Jason, welcome to Athens, Alabama. These guys have done a phenomenal job putting all this together along with the churches involved. I know that's a lot of work, but welcome to Athens. We'll see you bright and early Saturday morning. And
thanks for the opportunity.
Glad to have y'all up here. I'm predicting Bama by 30 over LSU and going to eat a bunch of corn dogs all weekend.
I doubt it.
Todd, you can have this one I bet on. So we'll take away. Y'all have a great weekend and roll tide.
Bye.